What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another figure review. Today we're going to be taking a look at two figures from Elite Series 72. I'm a little bit behind on this series, so I wanted to just throw the two that I picked up together in this one review video rather than doing two separate ones. You know, we've done that with the recent Elite 73 figures, but these ones have been around for, you know, quite a few weeks now, so I figured we'll just throw these two together and do a dual review type of thing. But we are taking a look at Buddy Murphy, his first time in the line, and also Roderick's first time in the line, even though it doesn't properly say it. He was supposed to have another figure, but it was canceled, so it is the first time in the line for Roderick Strong of the Undisputed Era. Very excited for both of these guys. Just so happy to finally have Roderick Strong get an official figure. Really disappointed that the other one didn't get released. That was a nice looking figure. And I'm also excited to add Buddy Murphy to the Cruiserweight division, or just the main division in general. Like, this dude's got such a great moveset, and I'm a really big fan of Buddy Murphy. So we're gonna review these figures side by side. You know what the deal is. We get a close-up image of each guy on the side here, and I don't think that looks at all like Buddy Murphy personally. I don't know. It's just not a really good image in my opinion. Turning it around here, you can pause and read the information on both of the superstars. I do know that Roderick's attire is based on TakeOver War Games, and I'm pretty sure Buddy's worn this attire several times. He doesn't have too many different ones. Buddy was the Chase variant in the wave. The Chase variant was a black attire, but I honestly preferred red since it's my favorite color. But you can see all the other people available in the set here. We've got Rey Mysterio, Velveteen Dream, Batista, and Becky Lynch, none of which I did pick up and none of which I planned on picking up. Just don't really need any personally in my collection. Over on this side, we do get more of a zoomed out image there. You can see Buddy Murphy with the Cruiserweight Championship, and Roderick Strong not actually wearing this attire that the figure is based on, since this is the camo one from War Games. But anyways, that pretty well is the packaging. Let's go ahead and crack these guys open and take a look at their accessories. We get a decent amount of accessories with these figures. Roderick Strong does come with one more than Buddy Murphy. We get two sets of interchangeable hands with each one. Starting off with Buddy Murphy, we do just get your standard closed fist, which we'll again see with Roderick, and I just friggin' dropped one of them, but one of them's plain. It's literally the same as this one for Roderick, and then the other one does have the hand tape on it for his right hand. We also get these posed hands with one finger in the air for his entrance pose, which looks pretty amazing. Even though I'm pretty sure his entrance pose has like open hands, you know, it works, it's better than nothing. And we also do get a WWE Cruiserweight Championship title. You know, we've seen this a few times now. It's been out a lot, you know, it's not that new anymore. And for Roderick Strong, we also do get just your standard hands just with the skin tone on them. And then we do get a set of the UE Undisputed Era posed hands for doing their taunt, which we also did see with the recent Adam Cole Elite, which is pretty awesome. We also do get this rubber t-shirt, which I really wish was cloth, but I guess I'll just have to throw on one from the 3-pack. But it's the updated Undisputed Era logo with the S added whenever Roderick Strong joins the group. And then we get the Shock the System logo on the back and the buttons to do the shirt up. This thing's going right on a crowd member in my arena. And probably my favorite accessory that we get with Roderick Strong is the CFO logo chair, the CFO-S logo I should say, since Strong's now in the group. But it's a chair with the Undisputed Era logo, which we've seen them use quite a few times, especially around War Games last year. And it's something new. We've never seen something like this before for Undisputed Era, so it's a nice new one to have. I know I'd probably prefer a North American Championship, but this attire is from before he was a North American Champion. But anyways, those are accessories. Let's go ahead and get into the figures themselves. Getting into the figures themselves here, starting off with the best kept secret of 205 Live and now Monday Night Raw, Buddy Murphy. I think this head scan is pretty spot on accurate. We've got the ginger hair here and kind of a brown on his beard right here. I believe when we first saw the figure, the skin tones were like the beard tones were like way off, and then Mattel did end up fixing that, so you know, it looks a lot better than the original first product that we saw. He does have a little red mark on his forehead there. It's just obviously a paint flaw, but he's got a nice scowling expression. I do really see Buddy Murphy in that. It's not, you know, amazing. I'm sure he'll get a better head scan down the line, but I think it works for now. He does have his longer slicked back hair look, and it looks pretty good. I love the sculpt on it. It's definitely something we haven't seen before. And moving on down, he does have a ripped up torso look, which looks pretty awesome. Definitely accurate to Buddy Murphy. This guy is absolutely jacked, as well as some ripped up arms. He does have tape on the right hand, as we mentioned, and of course you can put on the post hands. They're interchangeables. It's pretty easy. And now getting into his shorts, and this is where this figure really shines, because there is so much detail in here. Honestly, right now I'm liking it even more than the Roderick Strong, which really says something. Completely new molds that we're seeing down here, because Murphy does have such a unique attire with the ripped up short sort of look, but we get a really detailed attire here. It says Melbourne at the top, best kept secret since 1988, I believe it says. has. And I just love it. The red and white is so nice. I'm glad I went with this one over the Chase variant. Of course, I just dropped the freaking figure. Let's get a focus now, camera. It says shh on the back there on his back pocket, obviously because he is the best kept secret. And then it does have a Murphy signature right across the side here, which looks pretty awesome. Again, we get this ripped up look on the bottom of the shorts, and that just looks super awesome. I love that. And it's not going to hinder articulation at all because, you know, they're actually loose and able to move around the knee pads. We get that best kept secret again, this time in red here on the right knee pad. He does have some white tape underneath his white knee pads. And then moving on down to the kick pads, we get some red stripes on the back and a red outline on his kicks, as well as black soles on the shoe. And then mine's got this massive white scratch on it that I'm gonna have to fix up because that's pretty annoying. But overall, I really do like Buddy Murphy. Let's go ahead and take a look at Roddy Strong. Getting into the Messiah of the Backbreaker, I think this one does have a stronger head scan than Murphy. I really do see a resemblance to Roddy here, and I really do want to pick up a second one to swap parts with my custom and make that thing really accurate, so then I'll have two Roderick Strongs. But moving on down, he does have the Daniel Bryan style torso. A lot of people have been switching that out and putting on like a Cody / Finn Balor torso. I didn't even talk about the back of the head, but yeah, it's just like brown hair. Sorry about that. We're rushing a little bit. He's got his 5 o'clock shadow as well, and you know, it's just a super accurate head scan. What else do you gotta say, man? But yeah, a lot of people have been switching up the torso, which I can understand why. He is a lot more ripped nowadays. Maybe I'll end up doing that, but I'm kind of trash at torso cracking, so we will see. Over on his right bicep here, we do get the Undisputed Era armband. Looking good, looking good. We saw that on Adam Cole once again. He's got a black elbow pad on his left arm, black wrist tape on both hands, and here is the attire, which again is where this figure really shines. I love this camo attire. I know it's a lot of people's favorite Undisputed Era attire ever. It's not my favorite one, I don't think, but I really do like that. I really do like it. It's definitely up there, and I hope we get an Undisputed Era set to match this. Maybe another 3-pack, or honestly just Adam Cole and Bobby separately. We got this yellow and black stripe logo right here, which Roderick has on all of his attires. And then moving over to this side, we get an Undisputed Era logo once again, and it says Strong on his left butt cheek. Moving on down, he does have the Stone Cold style of legs with the really short boots and knee pads. You know, that's accurate to Roddy. He always wears those short style boots, and it's the same sort of parts that I used on the custom. So that's pretty well the two figures close up. Let's go ahead and do some comparisons. Unfortunately, we don't have anything to compare with Buddy Murphy, but we are going to compare Roddy with the custom and his Undisputed Era brethren. Here we have Roderick Strong right next to the custom that I completed a long time ago. I've had this figure in the collection for quite some time at this point. He does tower over this one a little bit. Could also be because of the mohawk, but for this figure I used a Zack Ryder head scan, which was repainted. I penciled on the 5 o'clock shadow. He's got a Bo Dallas torso, which is even less ripped than that one, so I guess that's more accurate there. Bo Dallas upper legs as well as the torso, and Stone Cold lower legs, so he's a little bit taller. I guess this one's probably more accurate, but I do like how this one looks. You know, I'm not really sure which one's more accurate. I'll have to look into that. He's got an Undisputed armband from the 3-pack, an elbow pad, and this attire is different, of course, because this is based on NXT TakeOver New Orleans, the night that he actually turned on Pete Dunne and joined the Undisputed Era. So it's not an Undisputed Era attire, it's, you know, just a Roderick Strong attire. He's got a small RS logo right there. You got the same little stripe as on here, just in obviously blue and white because it matches the attire, and it does say Strong across the butt right there. You know, these two look pretty good. I'm actually happy with this custom. You know, I think it turned out really nice and it served its purpose for a long time, but we do now have an official Roderick Strong. So yeah, I would really like to pick up a second one and then swap the arms, head, and legs onto this one to make it really awesome as well. And then I'll have two different Roderick Strongs, so that's definitely a plan in the near future. But that is the comparison with the custom. Now let's go ahead and take a look at him. Next to his Undisputed Era brethren, and we will go ahead and slap the North American Championship on him. And there you can see the Undisputed Era, all draped in gold. I gave Roderick Strong an extra shirt from that 3-pack, as well as the NXT North American Championship that came with the last Adam Cole Elite, and I think he looks absolutely amazing with his brethren, all draped in gold. Prophecy 100% fulfilled. They look absolutely beautiful together, and this is likely how I'm going to use this Roderick Strong with the cloth shirt instead of the rubber. But anyways, let's go ahead and wrap this video up. Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for my review on both of these figures. I really think both of these figures are 10 out of 10. Just absolutely beautiful. Really happy to add both of them to the collection. No real complaints about either one. Do feel free to let me know which one you prefer down in the comments below. I think I'm leaning towards Buddy Murphy. I think that one just impressed me more than Roddy Strong. Very excited to use both of them, pose them around, and eventually use them in the pick fed. Very excited for that. Hit the like button if you did enjoy, subscribe if you are new, and I will see you all in the next video. Thank you.